What is up, YouTube? It's Taylor, and I have a video here today explaining to you some of the things that I am working on for 2023 and moving forward in my insurance business. Now, if you have not followed me or you haven't seen me before, my name is Taylor, and I talk about mindset, money, sales, business, real estate, stocks, all sorts of fun things. And today I'm going to share with you about my employee benefits business. So, like I said, working on creating systems for 2023 and beyond. Part of my process, part of the things that I have been dealing with on an ongoing basis include the transition from me going from an individual insurance agent, into transforming to have an admin team, and of course transforming even more into the future of having even more clients to help service. Right now I have a little over 200 clients, 200 groups with thousands of employees. I think there's over 3,000 employees total. So it's a lot to deal with on a daily basis. And with the employee benefits world, our very busy season is right now in the fourth quarter of every single year. Yes, we have groups that sign on and have their open enrollments throughout the whole year, but it seems like a lot of them are for January 1st, which is great. Which means that I have to multiply efforts even more so in order to make things work smoother. Now, what I'm about to go through with you is completely relevant in any industry. It's completely relevant in any company that is looking to scale and to grow. And the reason that I am doing this is because I look at the value of my time and the value of the time of my team. And I know 100% that there is something better and a better way we could be doing it. And so that's what I'm doing, is investing time, money, and energy into this system to be able to help reduce errors, reduce time, reduce back and forth. So like I said, the reason that it has kind of transformed into that is because my business has changed over the last almost 6 years. It'll be 6 years this spring, and I just can't believe it. It's incredible. Insurance has completely changed everything in my life. But anyways, that'll be another YouTube video for another day, is how it transformed my life. But yeah, so when I'm looking at how it is that we service our clients, we help people with the billing side of things. We help with the payroll side of things. We help with new hires when they come on board. We help with terminations when they leave. We help with their open enrollment. We help with their different benefit selections. We help with multiple carriers, dozens of carriers. It's crazy. So when I think about all the tasks that we do on a daily basis, it's very different than, let's say you go into a fast food restaurant, you input the food into the software, and then it tells the person on the other end what to create, what to make, right? Very different than that, because there's millions of combinations of different things that could happen with every single one of the different groups that we have. So it creates kind of a more complicated challenge than it might seem, that might meet the eye. But what this system is it's a completely customizable CRM. So what I am doing is working with one of the people that I met through Apex. Their company is absolute experts in this field, and that is exactly one of the messages that I want to share with you, is that you don't have to know everything. You do not have to know all the ins and outs. If that's one of the things that's holding you back from starting your own business, or maybe starting to grow in a business that you already have, do not let that slow you down from doing more. As long as you know the right people to ask, then you can get away. You can get away with it. You can try. You can go with it. And the only way that you will find that out is through taking action. And that is what I am doing in the new year, even more so than I have in the past. So anyways, okay, so this CRM that I'm building is, it's amazing, right? It's got all the bells and whistles. It's got all the tips and all the tricks that you can ever imagine. And the best way that I can explain this is the same way that you pop onto Amazon and you look up this pillow, right? So you see this beautiful pillow, and then you get off of the site, you don't buy it, but it follows you around and it sees you in different places. And then it emails you and it's like, hey, Taylor, we noticed you were looking at this fancy pillow. It makes it easy for them to say yes. It makes it easy for you to say yes to the pillow, just like the CRM is doing that for our leads. So if we have a lead, maybe it's a referral from an existing business that we work with, that John says, hey, John, you better call Sally. Sally wants to do benefits with you, blah, blah, blah. So then we get Sally into the top of our email system, right? So it's basically this funnel system. And to really simplify it, it leads people down this automated path. So if Sally clicks on, book a meeting with Brightside Benefits with our benefits experts, right? It'll lead Sally to book a meeting where it plops into her calendar, it plops into our calendar, and then it emails her auto emails of, hey, reminder, your meeting is in 1 day. Hey, reminder, your meeting is in 1 hour. After that meeting, it's also going to send follow-up emails. So it'll be like, hey, we're so excited that you have interest in this company. Here are some of the extra things we have. And then maybe a few days later, it sends a testimonial where it's an exact example of one of the companies that we work with and their words that they have said about us. So not only is it a CRM, but we're also, we're reputation management as part of that as well. We have multiple columns, if you will, of different types of emails. So a different column would be retention, right? So with the current groups that we have certain responsibilities with those groups on a regular basis, right? So we need to reach out about if they have any issues with billing, if they have any new hires that we need to get in touch with, if they want to chat with us about their upcoming renewal period, if it's their birthday, if it's Valentine's Day, like whatever it is, those are all pieces that are being built. And if you're a small business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a solopreneur, whatever it is, like just realize that there is a lot to this, but there's also a lot of really helpful people out there who are willing to be that resource for you. And that's the biggest thing that I found is like, yes, I put in money and time into this, but at the end of the day, I'm not actually building it. I'm just simply providing the information to be put into it so that they can do it and run it and go with it, right? So it's kind of crazy. It is really crazy, actually. It's really crazy cool about the technology that exists. And I came down this path because the way that I had been previously building my business had been one way for the most part. Okay, so what I mean by that is that because of the way that I was trained and taught and what I found success in early on was the in-person approach. So in person, meaning I would just drop by businesses. I would randomly walk up to strangers. That sounds so ridiculous. Walk up to strangers, shake their hand, introduce myself, and get clients on the good old fashioned way. Okay. I would make phone calls that are called cold calls, literally cold calling people. Phone calls, door knocking, like it's just crazy. And I still do that to this day. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But what I am saying is that as I develop as a leader and as a mentor and as a business owner, there are better and more efficient ways of doing things, and I can incorporate that into what I'm doing, right? So it's not like I'm stopping what's working. I'm not changing what's working. I'm just adding in more to be able to add more to the top of the funnel, okay? This is the same exact thing that all of these big box businesses are doing, right? They want to get your phone number so that they can text you. They want your email address for loyalty rewards, like all these things, whatever. And it's obviously for a reason. They want your information so that they can feed you information on the daily, on the weekly, on the regular, so that you will be more inclined to say yes to that brand. And yes, that is an example for a physical product, but it's no different for me in a service-based business, because obviously insurance is not something, it's not a transactional thing, right? It's a relationship thing. It's a ongoing thing. So what I want to do is continue to give people that peace of mind that they're working with an expert, that their problems are being solved, and that they can trust us with handling whatever it is when it comes to benefits. And that's what I absolutely love about this platform that I'm working on. It's called High Level or Go High Level. And it's a completely customizable system where you can build multiple pieces to what it is that you're looking at, multiple columns, okay? Which I mentioned earlier. So the columns that we have built and that we're in the middle of building is one is the existing group of business. So we have an existing block of clients who are going to be fed into this email system to make sure that they know where to find us, what information we can help them solve, all of these things that just, again, is a reminder of sharing with them why we're great to work with and why we take that piece off of their plate in a good way, right? We provide that peace of mind. And also in that, it's the birthday messages, it's the holiday messages, it's the check-ins, that sort of thing, right? And of course, their ability to book a meeting with me at any time or with anybody, our benefits expert on our team, any of the experts, they can get in contact through that method. So that's one of the columns. The other column is the true lead generation system. Now, when I say lead generation, I mean all of the warm, cold, all of the leads go into that section and are being fed through that, fed through that sequence, if you will. And that sequence includes, hey, we appreciate your interest in Brightside Benefits. Here's a little bit more about us. Maybe the next email is that testimonial again, right? So then they see a different client with a different, industry or, whatever that might be. And we just feed them information about how we're so great and why they should book a meeting with us. And once they do book a meeting with us, that puts them into a separate column, right? A separate bucket that is now they're going from a cold lead to a warm lead. And so what we're doing is we're basically running these people through this funnel, right? Through this sales process and getting them to become a client, right? So this is no different than what I do on a daily basis with clients in person. I visit a person in person. Shocker. I visit a person in person. I talk to them about our benefits. I share with them what we do and how we can help them. Then I follow back up with them, whether through phone call, email, text message, drop in again, whatever that might be, to try to book another meeting with them, Again, I'm following up in the middle of all of these things. Finally, they're going to say, yep, Taylor, that sounds great. We're going to work with you. And of course, those are such sweet words to hear. And I'm so appreciative of all the clients that we work with. So then we basically partner together to do their benefits. So it's no different on this side of things when we're doing it physically in person versus the online CRM type of system, if that makes sense. But over here on the CRM type of system, we can help a lot more people in a lot more efficient ways. And we can help a lot more people that are not physically close to us, right? So being in the Midwest, there is obviously constraints on how far you can physically stop by and see somebody to help them service their account. But virtually, there's no limit, right? We can help anybody in the United States. So it's a really cool thing to think about from a growth-minded perspective. And that's one of the things that I am changing my perspective on, is the way that I spend my time. And again, if you're a business owner, if you are an entrepreneur, whatever, that is the best and most valuable resource that you have, is your ability to focus your time on what it is that you need to accomplish. And so if you're spending 6 hours a day on phone calls and follow-ups and reach outs and all these things to your leads, whether they're cold or warm, there might be a better way to do that. There might be a way that you can reduce the amount of physical time and effort that you're putting into it and generate the same, if not better, result on the other side of it. And that's what I'm looking to accomplish, is to make my life easier, make my team's life easier, help more clients, help more employees, and at the end of the day, just educate people on a significantly better basis than what they're used to. And that's what we do. That's exactly what we do at Brightside Benefits. So, that's really what I wanted to share with you, is that it's been a really long process because I have not been as diligent about finishing the tasks that need to be done, like writing the email script, about, inputting the lead information, about putting the sequence, like how do I want this to flow, right? So although it's being built for me, I did have to put the framework together of this is how I want things to work. So anyways, that is a little bit about what I'm working on right now for 2023. I'm sure that I will be sharing with you more information along the way, because I am here to make an impact. I'm here to help more people. And by having that as a goal, I need to change what I'm doing. Otherwise, I will keep getting what I've gotten, which is where I'm at right now. I'm not saying that I'm not happy with it. I'm just saying that I want to have more, and I need to have more, and I will have more. So that is what I'm doing for my focus for the time being. I hope you are doing well. I appreciate you being here. If you found value in this, please consider subscribing and following me on other social media platforms. And with that, I will see you guys on the next video very soon. Bye-bye.